Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Meteorologist Ryan Hoke with another iteration of the Hokey video blog. I'm filling in for Christy this morning. That's why you're seeing me here bright and early. Beautiful morning out there. Very quiet as well. Had just a very small shower out toward Campbellsville earlier. It's gone. And in fact, we're left with just a few clouds across the area as you're looking out upon our Fifth Third Bank SkyTrack camera in Starlight, Indiana from Huber's Orchard and Winery. Just a few stratiform clouds, some contrails up there, a few cirrus as well. That's about all we've got across wave country, and you notice how crystal clear that water is there in the farm pond. Yeah, that's because we don't have any wind out there to speak of this morning. A little muggy as we go throughout the day, but certainly as we're starting out this morning, we're seeing those 60s and 70s, 71 in Salem, 70 down there in E-Town at this hour. Seeing these temperatures rise just a bit over the last hour or two in accordance with the sun rising. And of course, on our Storm Tracker 3D radar, that's been nice and clear. I've got the sensitivity turned almost all the way up on this, and it's not picking up much at all. You'll notice we do have some clouds streaming in from portions of Missouri, though, and portions of Tennessee as well, western Kentucky. A few isolated showers tried to pop up near Jackson, Tennessee earlier. They did not do so well. So now we're just left with this very, very weak sagging southward cold front, and it's sagging southward at a rate that is very low at this point, so really it's not going to be moving too quickly as we head throughout the day, but it may become a focus for very spotty, isolated showers and thunderstorms as we head throughout the day. That's why we pin the chance to be the best to the south and west of Metro Louisville as we go throughout this afternoon. Here on Futurecast, by noon, may get a pop-up or two, but so far I think we'll stay dry through the noontime hour. Temperatures already into the 80s by that time. Ooh, when it's in the 80s by noon, you know it's going to be a warm day, and that's exactly what happens. We get some of those isolated pop-up storms. They start around maybe 12, 1, 2 o'clock, somewhere in that range. Temperatures top out in the lower 90s. In fact, I've pegged it here at 91 degrees for a high temperature in Metro Louisville by 7:30. Those isolated storms, should there be any of those, begin to taper off as we lose the heating of the day, and it should be a very quiet evening on tap. That cold front moves northward as a warm front as we move throughout, say, early Friday. By late Friday afternoon, we begin to see more of these pop-up showers and thunderstorms. I've pegged it at a 30% chance this time. I think the coverage will be a little bit more widespread. We've got a couple of upper-level disturbances that will be coming through in what's called the warm sector of this, basically this mid-latitude cyclone, as we call it. You've got the cold front back here, the warm front here, and in the middle, you've got the warm air coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and we've got a couple little shortwave disturbances aloft moving through that'll trigger some of these showers and thunderstorms as we head throughout the afternoon and the evening on your Saturday. That could spell trouble for the Quaker State 400. You see it here at 9 o'clock, line of showers and thunderstorms trying to develop there on Saturday night, pushing eastward toward the Cincinnati, Carrollton area, eventually toward Sparta as we go throughout that time frame. I feel like a football coach with all this annotation I can do on the radar and on the Futurecast here. Pretty cool, isn't it? All right, as we go throughout the next several days, temperatures, they're not going to budge too much. In fact, we'll be in the upper 80s to lower 90s. We get only a brief break on Saturday and Sunday with 89 and 88 respectively there with those increased storm chances. Then we're right back at it in the 90s. In fact, next week, I didn't put it on here, but I think it's worth noting that Tuesday could get up to 94 degrees, and that could challenge the highest high temperature we've had so far this year, which we've hit twice at 94 degrees. So it's going to be another hot one out there, folks. We've got storm chances aplenty in the forecast. And, of course, we'll be back here on Wave 3 News midday starting at 11. We'll have your forecast then. And Kevin's in tonight, 5, 6, and 11 o'clock, and 7 as well. Can't forget the 7 o'clock show. You'll have your latest forecast and the outlook on the long-range 14-day forecast as well. For now, I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke. Have a very pleasant Thursday. Not a Saturday. It's a Thursday. Your weekend's coming soon, though.